Okay. Hello, everybody. We're just going to do a really quick mic check to make sure that everything is working. Okay, it looks like mics are on. Give me 1 second to also jump into the mic check room. Hello, guys. Hello, ABCI. Hello, Van Tran. Can you guys say hi real fast so that I can make sure that the live stream audio is working?
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. All right, we could hear you fine. Hello, Chang. Hello, Raghav. Hello, Van Tran. Hello, Izu. Welcome,
you hear me?
everybody. Okay, yes.
Hi,
All right,
Michael.
we can hear you.
Can you
Hi,
hear me?
welcome. Hello, Raghav.
Hi.
Hello, Van Tran. Hello. Okay, if you guys could please make sure that you have the live stream muted when you guys are in the voice channel talking to each other, it would help us out a little bit. Awesome. Okay, just to get started, just like always, this is today's schedule. You guys already had 10 minutes to get your Discord set up. If you guys are just now joining, because this is the first time you've come to the IELTS Grind, hello, welcome. You guys can see this completely for free. Down here, we have a Discord link. All you have to do is click it. It'll bring you to our channel. You may want to make your own account on Discord before joining to make sure that the mics work and everything. But yeah, it's super easy to join, super easy to set up, and we're all very friendly over here. Also, don't forget, we have today's Google document right here. All you have to do is click it, and it will open up this document so you guys can see everything yourself. If you guys want to make sure you refresh your vocab, you can see the document we made for our vocab live stream last time on Monday, which had a lot of really good vocabulary that I hope you guys are going to use today. Did you guys study the vocabulary beforehand? I hope so. Yeah, one last thing before we continue. Don't forget that this is a live speaking class, so please don't be watching in the past. Don't be watching the playback. Make sure you guys press live, and make sure you guys come over here, say hello to let us know that you're here. And finally, please hit that like button. It really helps us out when you do. All right. So, without further ado, we're going to do the pronunciation practice like always. We only have 3 sentences. I'm making this shorter and shorter just because with me giving feedback to everyone in the Discord, it takes a long time to give everyone a chance to have their pronunciation worked on. So I've made fewer sentences. I'm sorry if that makes you sad, but time is important here. A really quick section on how you can improve, and then for most of the class, it will be pair work corrections, model answers, pair work corrections, model answers. And again, don't worry, it worked really well last time with me mixing people up every 5 or 10 minutes. So after you talk with your partner for about 5 or 10 minutes, I will give you a new partner. So I hope that everyone is ready. Let's do this. Yes. Okay, most of you guys are already in Discord and listening to me live. You guys can be here too. Let me actually open up Discord here so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. Sorry. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to have a new Discord link in the live stream so that new people will be able to use it. Again, apologize. They seem to reset the key every so often. So now, when you guys press the Discord link, you guys should be able to just click it. Refresh the page. And then click it. And then you guys should be able to join the Discord very easily. Yep. And this is what Discord looks like. Again, make an account first, and then just jump into this room to check your mic. These are all the wonderful people who are going to be joining the class. You guys can be here too. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, before we do the pronunciation practice, just want to say hi to everyone here in the mic check room. Are you guys Have any of you guys tried to start doing the pronunciation homework? Where you follow the 6 steps, you find a TV show, you watch the episode 2 times, and then you write down a sentence, fix your sentence, and then mark the stress and then listen and say. Has anyone started to do that yet? You guys in the mic check room? So that's Parmeet, Ventran, and APCI. Since apparently I scared a bunch of people away.
No, I'm too lazy. I only watch Korean dramas.
Oh no, ABCI, I totally understand. Korean dramas are very addictive, but they
Yeah.
don't help your English. How about the rest of you? Okay. And while you guys are gearing up to respond, I've moved on to the pronunciation section. So if you guys want to answer, go ahead. Don't be shy. But let's get started on this pronunciation. All right, guys. So the way that this is going to work is the first thing we need to do is mark the stress. This is where the rhythm of English comes from. If you haven't been here before, basically how long it takes to say a sentence is not how many words, it is not how many syllables, it's how many stress syllables. So when I say birds eat worms, and when I say the birds will have been eating the worms, it takes the same time. We've talked about this in other videos. You guys can check those videos out on our channel right here. And we explain it all here. I think we actually do it in this video talking about how you can use Netflix to improve your pronunciation. So can you guys in chat, so this is both in the YouTube chat and then also in the Discord, can you guys tell me which words do you think are stressed in this first sentence? I'll say it for you once so that you guys can hear what it's like. I've only started using social media recently. I kind of grew up under a rock. Okay, Van Tran, social media, that is a safe bet. Nice. What else is stressed? Also remember, function words are usually stressed, so these are the words that have meaning. Recently, I would also say is stressed. I've only started using social media recently. Yeah. Rock, yeah. Now there's a few more. And again, you guys can be letting me know in the Discord chat or in the what's it called? I am losing my mind. I'm sorry. I'm still recovering from my AZ shot. From the YouTube chat. Yes, YouTube chat or Discord. Okay, grew. You guys nailed it. Nice. Grew up is not, they're not both stressed. Grew is stressed. Up will probably be very small and unstressed. I kind of grew up. Grew up. No, definitely only grew. Okay. There's a few more, guys. I count 3 more. Grew up under a rock. I kinda. Think about main verbs here. So started would be stressed. I kind of grew up under a rock. Under, maybe. Maybe. Okay. All right, guys. So the way that we're going to do this, and again, we only have 3 sentences here today, so it shouldn't take that long. We will practice saying it all together. So I will say, and then you say. This is how we get our practice going. Make sure you try to copy me exactly. Copy the sounds that I'm using, but also, more importantly, the rhythm. Make sure you have the right stresses. Remember, humming can also help you out here. So, listen and say. I've only started using social media recently. I've only started using social media recently.
I haven't.
I kind of grew up under a rock. I kind of grew up under a rock. I've only started using social media recently. I've kind of grown up. I kind of grew up under a rock. Sorry. Wrong grammar. I've only started using social media recently. I kind of grew up under a rock. Okay. I will see how some of you guys were able to say that, but let's move on to this second sentence. Again, if you guys feel like you don't really need the pronunciation practice, don't worry. After we're done here, we will be doing actual speaking live practice with me secretly making notes and corrections for everyone. So if you guys want to come back later after the pronunciation is done, that's perfectly fine. All right, so I'm a social media addict. I can't seem to help checking my phone every 5 minutes. What are the stressed words here, guys? Which words are stressed? I'm a social media addict. I can't seem to help checking my phone every 5 minutes. Whoa, there's a dragon here. Any cool animals? Yeah. Yep, addict. Social media again. Yep. Social media addict. Social media addict. They're all stressed.
Media addict.
Okay. Nice. Great job, Vantran. Great job, Parmeet. What else is stressed? Phone? Yes. Basically, whenever you point out the nouns, those are the easy ones. So go ahead, put the nouns out. I can't seem to help checking my phone. I can't seem to help checking my phone. I made this one a little bit more difficult than it needed to be. You could also just say, I can't help checking my phone. This is a little bit easier, but because this is pronunciation practice, we made it a little bit harder. I can't seem to help checking my phone. I can't seem to help checking my phone every 5 minutes. Ooh. I can't seem to help. I can't seem to help. Ooh, is can't stressed? I'm actually not 100% sure. I think it usually is stressed in the negative. I can't. Yep. I think you guys are probably right when you said can't. Don't forget the verbs though. Seem to help. Checking my phone every 5 minutes. I think all three of these are stressed. Every 5 minutes. Okay. So, let's do a little bit of practice here. Are you guys ready? I'm a social media addict. I'm a social media addict. I can't seem to help checking my phone every 5 minutes. I can't seem to help checking my phone every 5 minutes. Can't seem to help. Can't seem to help. Checking my phone. Checking my phone. Can't seem to help checking my phone. I can't seem to help checking my phone every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes. Okay, let's try to do this whole thing. I'm a social media addict. I can't seem to help checking my phone every 5 minutes. I'm a social media addict. I can't seem to help checking my phone every 5 minutes. All right, guys. We're going down to that last one, the hardest one. This one was tough because we have this long bit with maybe stressed, definitely not stressed. So if we go down here to this super long sentence, don't worry, we will practice saying the whole thing. So you guys will have time practicing, but I won't make you say this one unless your English is really good. Okay, so, what are the stressed words? And this is for any people who are actually watching this who are like English teachers. I teach the word being stressed, but in actuality, it's only a syllable in the word. The stressed syllable in the word is what is stressed. That's where the rhythm comes from. But it's a lot easier to teach just the whole word is stressed. So down here, what are the stressed words in this sentence? All right, man, Van Tran's on fire. Van Tran's like, I've been ready for this. I have everything copy and pasted. I have some friends who tried giving up social media. I have some friends who tried giving up social media. Yes. Have friends tried giving social media? Okay. And it looks like you guys are saying specifically. Nice. And let me make this capital, as it should be. Twitter. And Facebook. Okay. But it never lasts long. So right here, but it. It's really small, both are unstressed. But it never. Okay. What else, guys? Van Tran, why all the upside down sad faces? Last sentence, guys. Can you guys help me out? Crawling, definitely. Let's keep it the same way we have been. They, definitely. They also come crawling back to it. They also come crawling. They come crawling. Okay. Back to it. Crawling back to it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Are you guys ready to try this out? I don't believe also would be stressed here. It's more of a function word than a content word here. Come, maybe. Back, maybe. But probably not. All right, guys. Let's give this a try. Because this is so long, we are going to do back channeling. What that means is we're going to start from the back and then work our ways forward. Now, the reason why we're doing this is it makes it a lot easier to practice. I don't know why, but this is just something that's true. If you guys are trying to learn a long sentence, try to start from the end and then work your way forward. It makes it easier for some reason. All right. So, are you guys ready? Let's do this. They always come crawling back to it. Back to it. Come crawling back to it. They always come crawling back to it. But it never lasts long. But it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it. Specifically, Twitter and Facebook. Specifically, Twitter and Facebook. Specifically, Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it. Who tried giving up social media? Who tried giving up social media? Who tried giving up social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They also come crawling back to it. Wait, sorry, there's a grammar problem here that's just weird. Also, is not a good word here. Why didn't you guys point this out? They always come crawling back to it. They also come crawling back to it. No logic, no connection, bad CC. They always come crawling back to it. I'm so sorry, guys. If you guys make the mistake and you guys say also, it's my fault. It's not your fault. Okay. Let's finish this up. They always come crawling back to it. They always come crawling back to it. but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it. Specifically Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it. I have some friends who tried giving up social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it. Now I know that this is high level, but I want you guys to make sure that you guys are practicing the chunking and the pauses. Most of you guys are actually learning just by doing this back channeling how to do chunking well. Chunking is saying a set together, but it never lasts long. Never lasts long. Okay, but the pauses are also important. A lot of students, they try to get a high fluency score by talking really fast. And it's true, you can talk too slow, but you can also talk too fast. If you talk too fast, it will lower your pronunciation, and if the examiner can't understand you, it will lower your fluency. You need to speak at the right speed. I know that it's really frustrating, but just like everything else, you can practice, just like we're doing now. So I'm going to say this 2 more times. I want you guys to listen and say, tried giving up Raghav, so mean. I see. You're asking what it means. So tried giving up social media means that they tried to get off social media for a long time or forever. So if I tried to give up Facebook, maybe I would deactivate my account and or delete it from my phone because I don't want to use it anymore because I don't like what it's doing to my life. And specifically, so Van Tran, I'm not going to slow down how I'm saying it. Van Tran, I'm going to ask you to count the syllables. By the way, if there's any new people, counting the syllables is the best way to get your mouth around long words in English. So specifically, how many syllables? Specifically. Specifically. Also, learning the word stress. So what we were learning here was sentence stress. The word stress is every word in English that is more than 1 syllable has word stress. Let's look up specifically. Where is the stress? And yes, I can spell. So specifically, it's the 2nd syllable. Specifically. 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 Counting the syllables makes it easy to say long words in English. Make sure you guys try that out. Specifically. Specifically. Okay. Specifically Twitter and Facebook. So again, I'm going to try to say the whole thing. Make sure you copy my pauses and my chunks. Let's give it a shot. I have some friends who tried giving up social media. I have some friends who tried giving up social media. Sorry, I need to say the whole thing. My mind's just going crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I have some friends who tried giving up social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook. But it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it. Okay, and last time. I have some friends who tried giving up social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook. But it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it. Okay, I'm sure that you guys did great. One of the reasons why I chose these sentences is so that I could point out some of these idiomatic expressions. And by the way, guys, you guys watching, if you guys ever don't know a word, don't be afraid to say, hey, Teacher Michael, let me know. That is part of the reason I'm here. So grew up under a rock is a great little expression that you can learn. That means that you were very sheltered. You didn't have many experiences when you were growing up, and so you might not know things that other people know, like movies. Checking my phone every 5 minutes is a great expression to use, that you check your phone frequently. And give up social media. And never last long. And come crawling back to it are three great phrases, idiomatic expressions that you guys can learn to raise that vocab skill. I did listen to you guys who were here on Friday for Phil's weekly mock exam, and that is something he told a lot of you guys, so I thought to make sure that I included some in the pronunciation practice. Okay, now what we're going to do is, the people who are here, looks like there are 3 people in the mic check room. I am going to go into the free chat room, and then I want, so I'm going to go into the free chat room, and I'm going to bring you guys one by one in order to, what do you call it? Check your pronunciation. Each person will get 1 sentence. Okay. So we are in Discord. This is me. Okay. I have the app on my computer. That's why I sometimes talk about Discord without showing you. Since Chang was the one who gave us a sentence last time, we are going to let her go first this time. So, let's bring you into free chat, Chang. Chang, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, Chang.
Hi, Michael.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you ready to show off your pronunciation muscles?
Okay, I will try my best.
Okay. Which sentence would you like to do?
I don't know. The second one.
Oh, okay. You looked at the third one and you were like, nope.
No.
Okay. Give it your best shot.
Okay. I'm a social media. I'm a social media. Sorry. I'm a social media addict. I can see to help checking my phone every 5 minutes.
Ooh, you stumbled a few times in the beginning, but you nailed it. You got it. You did it. Nice. Chang, I know that you've been watching some shows, and you gave us a sentence last time. Have you continued to use the steps to improve your pronunciation?
Yeah?
Whoa, nice. By the way, anyone who's watching, in case you don't know, the steps are on the document, and they're right here, all 6 of them. If you do these 6, it will make your pronunciation as great as Chang's was. Awesome job.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Chang, I'm going to kick you out now and get the next person.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Next up, we are going to bring in Van Tran. Hello, Van Tran. Can you hear me? Van Tran, are you dead?
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I'm so glad you're alive. Okay. Which one would you like to do?
I'm gonna knowledge myself by the last sentence.
You want to try the last sentence?
Yes.
Okay, good luck. Whenever you're ready.
Can you scroll down a little bit?
Sure.
Oh yes, it's right now. I have some friends who tried giving up social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it.
Okay. The end was really strong. I especially like how you didn't forget to say lasts. Lasts long. A lot of people drop the S. You nailed it. Your chunking in the first sentence was a little bit off. And then, as you probably already know, specifically was hard for you. So what I want you to do, let's work on specifically first. Specifically, how many syllables does it have? I don't want you to tell me the number. I don't care about the number. I want you to count on your fingers each syllable. So specifically, how many syllables are there?
Specifically.
Perfect. You nailed it. And where's the stress?
C.
Yep, the second syllable. Specifically.
Specifically.
Perfect. You nailed it. Where was that when you said your sentence? Now, next up, your first sentence. We're going to work on the chunking a little bit, okay? I have some friends.
I have some friends.
I have some friends who tried giving up social media.
I have some friends who tried giving up social media.
Better. Nice. That's the appropriate chunking. There's a little bit of a pause after friends. There's a little bit of a pause after... So I have some friends who tried giving up social media. Yep. After tried, and then social media. So do you want to try to say the whole thing now?
Yes.
Okay, good luck.
I have some friends who tried giving up social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it.
Okay, really good, Van Tren. The only thing that I would say is practice saying it a little bit. This is a YouTube video, so you can go back and listen after this speaking class is over, and listen and say as much as you need, and just work on trying to speed it up a little bit at a time. But you did a great job, Van Tren.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, bye!
Yeah.
Okay, Raghav, I see that you stole into the room. You snuck in here.
Hello, sir.
Hi, which one would you like to try to
Hi.
say?
I would like to say the last one.
Okay, do your best.
I have some friends. Yeah. Yes, sir. Thanks. Can I start, sir?
Yeah.
I have some friends who tried giving up social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it.
Can you try to say it a little bit faster?
Okay. One more time, sir.
Yeah.
I have some friends who tried giving up social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it.
Okay. You had a little bit of trouble with this sound, social media.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Yes, social media. Also, when you said
Social media.
Twitter and Facebook, make your and more like just an N. Twitter and Facebook.
And
Twitter and
Twitter and
Facebook.
Facebook. Twitter and Facebook.
Okay.
Can I? Okay. Sir. Can I repeat again?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I have some friends who tried giving up social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it.
Okay. I can tell you, Raghav, that you've improved since last time. Again, social media. It's that S sound that's giving you some trouble here. Social.
Social media. Social.
Yes.
Social.
Social media. And then again,
Social media.
yeah, you're almost adding an H sound. You're making it more like a sh instead of a s. Social.
Social media.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tricky. But like I said, I told Van Tran, yay, it's YouTube live stream. You can go back and practice some more. So just to give
Sir,
you,
in my language, sir, it's spoken like show only, sir. That's why I'm talking social media.
yeah, because
tough.
of the next
Because
sound
my-
blending. Yeah. Okay. I can see the problem, but I believe that you can work on this. But yeah, like I said, this is an improvement from last time that we did pronunciation practice. I am curious. Have you tried the 6 steps yet?
Yeah, no, sir, I have not tried.
Oh, I think that it would help
I
you out
was
a
not.
lot.
I was not aware about these steps that we have to.
I mean, do you have access to to a way to watch TV shows, like English
Netflix.
language TV shows?
Yes, sir. I'm watching on certain Sony Pic. I am watching, not Netflix. Sony Pic,
Okay.
I am watching.
Nice. Okay.
I was having with the Hotstar also, and now I am not having.
Okay. Good stuff. All right, Raghav. Like I said, you've
Thank
improved.
you, sir.
Keep working
Okay,
on this social media, and then Twitter and Facebook. This is where Twitter and Facebook is kind of where your accent becomes thickest, because I think the way that you say it naturally is the way that you said it. So
Okay.
Twitter and Facebook. Okay. Thanks, Raghav.
Twitter
You
and
did great.
Twitter. Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Bye, sir.
Okay. Next, we are going to bring in ABCI. And then after that will be Parmeet, and then we will go on to speaking together. So if any of you guys are looking forward to that and want to skip the pronunciation stuff, that's when you guys should join. Probably in about 5 minutes. Okay. So ABCI. Let's move you to me. ABCI, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Are you ready to do one of these sentences?
More than ready.
Oh, man. I'm assuming you want to go for the third one.
No, actually, no. I want to go to the first one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Go ahead. Do your best.
I've only started using social media recently. I kind of grew up under a rock.
You had a couple small problems, but I think you will get rid of them if you just say it again a little bit faster, a little bit smoother. Not faster, but smoother. Okay, try again. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
I've only started using social media recently. I kind of grew up under a rock.
Better, nice. You pretty much nailed it. One thing that I really liked was right here, I've. You remembered to say it, and you didn't make it too big, and you didn't say I have. So, fantastic job. Yeah, I can tell. Is it because grew up under a rock is new for you? Is that why it's a little difficult to say?
Yeah, and also it's kind of an interesting expression. So
I gotcha.
describes me.
By the way, I'm really glad that you chose this one because this is a beautiful sentence frame that you can use and change for different situations. So I've only started watching movies recently. I kind of grew up under a rock. I've only started watching TV recently. I kind of grew up under a rock. I only started using the internet recently. I kind of grew up under a rock. This is a great sentence that you can modify. Do you want to try a modification, ABCI?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
I've only started watching movies on TVs recently. I kind of grew up under a rock.
Okay, good. Again, your first half, you gotta link it a little bit stronger, but other than that, it was great. Okay, thanks, ABCI. You did great.
Wait. Can I have a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is under a rock only describe when you your generation, for example, Gen X, then yeah. We are Gen Z, so we.
Are you asking me if this is outdated slang?
No, I mean I'm not sure. I'm not sure when to use it.
Okay. So, thank you for asking. That's exactly what I want you guys to do. Sorry, I thought you were trying to call me old, which is true. But grew up under a rock is used to describe an individual, a person who had a sheltered life. So it doesn't matter what generation you come from. It matters whether or not your parents let you do things or show you things when you were young. So let's use me as an example. I definitely grew up under a rock. My parents wouldn't let me watch Power Rangers. My parents wouldn't let me watch any violent TV shows. A great example is like Titanic. Titanic was a huge movie when it came out. Everyone saw it except for me because it was rated R and my parents thought I was too young, even though I was like a teenager. So I grew up under a rock. We use it to describe people who had very sheltered youths. Yeah.
So it's like it ought to be a long process, right? if I just like do not use social media for or any kind of news. Yeah, you know what I mean. For like about 2 weeks, and I will not say that I grew up under a rock, right?
That's exactly right. Think of it this way. If your parents didn't let you do things in your childhood, you can use this sentence. So if your friends could do things that you could not do, you can say, I grew up under a rock. Or if you don't have common knowledge, you can say, I grew up under a rock, if it's talking about your past. Okay, those were some really good questions, ABCI.
Okay.
But it is time for Parmeet to join. So bye, ABCI.
Okay. Right.
Okay, Parmeet, are you there? Hello? Are you alive? Parmeet, come back to us. Okay. I think Parmeet may be busy, which is perfectly fine. I'll move them back over one more time to see if they want to have this chance. But if you're busy right now, that's fine. We could do it later in the class. Parmeet, are you free now? Okay. I'm going to think that that's a no for now, which is perfectly fine. Thank you for watching. Thanks for joining the Discord. I'm going to move people into rooms now. Oh, Parmeet came back. Hello. I can't hear you right now if you're trying to speak, but you are not muted. So if you have a microphone, it should be working. Okay, I'm going to give you another 5 seconds to say hello. And say... Okay, you can let me know in chat if you are okay or not.
Hello, sir.
Hi, I can hear you fine now.
Okay, sir.
Okay, which sentence would you like to say?
I wanna try last one.
Ooh, going for the dangerous one. Okay, go ahead, do
Yeah.
your best.
Social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it.
Okay, can you say that one more time? I'm sorry, a connection problem made it so I couldn't hear your first sentence. So go ahead from the top,
Okay,
say it
sir.
again.
I've some friends who try giving up social media, specifically Twitter and Facebook, but it never lasts long. They always come crawling back to it.
Okay. The rhythm and speed that you had was pretty good. The only time when it was a little bit off was at the very end. I'm not sure how I would explain it. Maybe it was your intonation. Coming back to it. Can you say that with me? Coming back to it.
Come crawling back to it.
Okay. They always come crawling back to it.
They always come crawling back to it.
Okay. Better. You do have an accent, but it's quite minor. I can hear what you're saying through it. So if you only need the score that most people need, you'll probably be fine. But if you're going for higher level scores, continue to try to work on those vowel sounds, as Phil always says. But yeah, you did a really good job. Nice.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. So now it's time for everyone to practice speaking together. So let's see how many people we got. We've got 5, so there will be one group of 3. The way that this is going to work is we have a number of questions in the document. This is the speaking class. So we're done with pronunciation practice. We have some recommended TV shows on the next page if anyone wants to check that out. By the way, let's actually move back into the mic check room together. And just before we jump into the actual speaking, hello everyone. Does anyone have a TV show that they would recommend that maybe they started watching? Chang, I know you've been watching some shows. Same with, I believe it was Raghav. So if you guys like your shows, do you recommend them? Should other people try them out? By the way, I know a lot of you guys are watching the live stream instead of listening through Discord, and thank you for that. I appreciate that. It gives us more watch time on
I'm
YouTube.
hearing.
Yes. Van Trang, go ahead.
But I have no TV.
Oh no! Okay. Chang just shared one. Life, the miniseries. That does look good. And Life 2020. Okay. Thank you, Chang. That's great. Let me throw that up here. And this is different from the Life series that I recommended last class, which was early 2000s. It looks colorful. Yes, it does. Okay. Chang, thank you so much. You are always a fantastic resource here. Always with great sentences and great shows. If there are any others that you guys would recommend, please share them here so people have something to watch. And again, at the end, if you guys want some more... Okay, the Rocky movies and the Lucy movie. Okay, yes. The Rocky movies are classics. And do you guys think I watched them? And Lucy.
Yes.
Okay, you guys assumed that I watched the Rocky movies. Then you didn't realize that my sentence in the pronunciation thing was real. I did live under a rock. I never watched any of the Rocky movies. I didn't start watching movies and TV shows until I went to college, and I was free from my parents. So I never saw a lot of classic movies because I grew up under a rock. Okay, Raghav, thanks for that. Great. So check out the Rocky movies and let me know what you think of them. Everyone says that they're great. If you guys tell me that they're great too, if I get a second recommendation, Raghav, thanks for this one, I will watch it and let you know what I think. But it is time for the reason you guys are here. We have speaking part 1. We have speaking part 3. And then we also have one more section that we'll do at the end, which is brainstorming or chatting to come up with ideas for writing task 2. What a lot of people don't realize is that the task 2 topics are great things to talk about because people often have different opinions and you can steal ideas from them. So if you're having trouble coming up with ideas for writing task 2, what I recommend you do is you find some other people studying for the IELTS exam, or maybe some friends who are interested and want to help you, and then just bring them over and brainstorm ideas. Just chat about this topic and see what you guys can come up with. So that'll be the last thing we do today. All right, first up, we are only going to be doing speaking part 1. You guys will be chatting with your partner for about 5 minutes. I will listen to some people, write down mistakes I hear, and then I will switch partners. So you will always have someone new to talk to. All right, guys, let me put you guys into groups. Okay. You know what? Okay. Just to make it even... No. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So, as you guys now... If you guys are here in the Discord... and Cheng has 2 more recommendations for TV, which is great. I'll put them in the document soon. So you guys who are in the Discord, you guys can see that you're in your rooms. Please talk to your partners for about 5 minutes about any of the speaking 1 topics. Chat with them, You can treat this like an exam and ask and answer, or you guys can just chat about these topics. I will secretly listen and make notes at the top of the page about any mistakes that I hear. So whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and start chatting with your partners. And if there's any new people who are joining, you guys can at any time join our Discord by just clicking this link right here. This is the video you guys are watching. Don't forget to press that like button. And then just click this Discord link and you guys can join, and I will tell you if your mic is working and you guys can chat with other people as well. While you guys are in Discord, please make sure you mute the live stream. It will lower our watch time, but that's okay. Your speaking is what matters right now. All right, guys, have fun. Good luck.
Michael,
Yeah.
permit,
Yeah.
permit doesn't talk. I think there's some problem.
Like a connection problem? Did she try talking, or is she just not there?
I think she's not there.
Okay. Let me give you a new partner for now. And then if she pops in, then she can join in. I hope I'm not stealing someone who is in the middle of a sentence. Okay. We are in mixed gender speaking group 2. Okay.
Oh, which type do you use?
Sorry, Cheng, I stole you.
Hi. Oh, yeah. Hi.
I hope that doesn't
Thank you.
confuse your classmates too much.
Oh, Rahab, you stole Rahab. I just asked him. Okay.
So,
Okay.
just for the next 5 minutes, could you please
Okay.
be Van Tran's partner because
Okay.
Parmeet is missing in action. Then I'll switch everyone up.
Okay.
Okay, so go
got
ahead.
it.
You can ask that same question to Van Tran right
Got
now.
it. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Cha.
Hi, Vincent. And what
Is
I want to ask, what was the first type of social media that you used? Oh, many people. Hi, Vincent. Can you hear me?
pardon me? Pardon me?
Okay, again. What was the first type of social media that you used?
Well, I am I kind of grew up under a rock, so that I haven't used any too much social media platform before, but since I was in the secondary school, I have access to YouTube at first for my learning, for my studying.
Oh, YouTube. Got it.
And you?
The first type of social media I used was Messenger, and it was so popular in my high school. Everyone just used it to chat, to chat and starting some events, crossing school events.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever heard Messenger?
Yes, I'm
Really?
using it now.
Really?
Yeah.
Not Facebook's Messenger. It's MSN. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need to check how to say MSN only.
You may need to show Van Tran a picture.
A picture. There's a butterfly. I can't spell.
MSN Messenger. I remember MSN Messenger. Don't worry,
Yeah.
Cheng.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
Yeah. We used to use.
So Van Tran, if you look at the YouTube live stream just for a second, you can see that this is MSN Messenger. This is what we used. This was like the first way that you could chat with people online.
Oh,
Maybe
is
I
this
haven't
the
seen
first
it
way?
before.
Oh, that's very cool.
That's not surprising, Van Tran. People don't use it anymore.
Yeah, people don't use it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you ask one more question before we switch people off?
Okay. So, Vincent, do you want to ask?
Oh, yes. Let me see. When did you start to use this type of social media?
This type. Which type?
The something messenger that you've mentioned?
Okay. When? Okay, I started to use it when I was in high school because we have lots of cross schools events that we need to discuss with others. So we use that as a way to communicate with each other. Yeah.
Yes, great.
And you? No. I want to ask another question. Just a minute. How do you post on social media? How often do you post on social media?
Not really often. From time and time, I just post on social media to inform people that I want to to announce, but I don't have free time to tell all of them. So I post on the Facebook that can make sure everybody can see it.
Okay, got it. So
Okay.
is that everybody? Okay.
You guys did a great job here. I'm gonna mix up the people again. That everyone can see it. At the top of the document, I've written down some mistakes that you guys made. You guys looking over it now may lack context. So what I recommend is that you guys go back after the live stream and watch again so that you guys can see what I'm typing as you hear you guys chatting. The main thing that I want to point out, Van Tran, make sure that you only use relative clauses. Relative clauses with nouns. We use it to define a noun. So if you don't understand what that means, you may need to grab a grammar book and look up relative clauses as something to study a little bit more. And then for Cheng, one thing to look out for is past tense. Yes. I start to use, I started to use. It's a really interesting little pronunciation thing. If there's ever a verb or a word that ends with T or D, and then you add one more, and then you want to make it past tense, so you add ed, you always add one more syllable. Just to give you an example, start has one syllable. Started has two syllables. Okay. Stop has one syllable. How many syllables does stopped have?
Stopped. Maybe two.
One.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is a little pronunciation thing where I think once you learn it, it will make everything a lot easier. If a word ends in T or D, so like translate, start, what's another verb that ends in D that's normal? Nope. I can't think of one. But if it ends in T or D, you add a syllable when you make it past tense. If it doesn't have that sound, you just keep it one syllable.
Oh no. Okay, got it.
Yes. Okay. All right, I'm going to switch people around and listen to some other people, which will probably be one of you again.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Started. Stopped.
Oh no. Where did Raghav go?
Oh.
No, I think I'm okay. I moved him. Okay, I just moved him to another room. That was really scary.
Yeah.
Raghav, I'm sorry. I thought I almost kicked you.
Raghav.
That would have been terrible. Raghav, are you there?
Hi, Raghav.
So I'll give you a minute to see if he shows up. I'm going to go make sure ABC
Okay.
is still there too.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hello, ABICI?
Hello. Are we speaking part 3 now? I am.
If you guys want, you guys can go to speaking part 3.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can go to speaking part 3. By the way, did Raghav disappear? Or was he chatting with you until just a moment ago?
Yeah, he was chatting with me.
So he was chatting. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So Van Tran is your new partner. Have fun.
Yes.
You guys will talk for about 5-10 minutes, and then I'll switch you guys again.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Raghav. Can you hear me? Oh, he's dead.
Oh no! Apparently he was talking perfectly fine to
Yeah.
to ABCI.
Yeah, I used to talk to Raghav. Yeah. Just a moment ago.
Oh, so he was here. It's only when I come that he stops talking.
No. The last term. This term I haven't heard from him.
Okay. Okay. I guess I will be your partner for right now. Until Raghav returns. Lucky you.
Okay. Oh, that's so lucky. Yeah.
Yes.
How often do you use social media?
Okay.
Should I ask you? Yeah. Okay.
Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably ask you all these questions.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Yes. Let me just bring the questions up for myself really fast. And I'm assuming you want to go into part 3.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start with something tough. Not too tough. Okay. When should children be able to use social media?
When should children be able to use social media? Is that a part 3 questions? Okay, let me see. When should children? For me, some people, for me, I think that it might be, it need to, at least after 12. Because at that time, the first reason is that at that time, your friends might also use that too. And if you want to join them, it is something that necessary to be used something or have some same interesting with others. But the second one is the parents' worries that the children might use it in the wrong way. So I will add some spy app in my children's computer or mobile phone, and until they maybe 15. Yeah. So I will check and talk to them about their use.
Okay. Good answer. One thing that I would say to make it a little bit higher level, I've written down as the reason for why 12. You explained yourself well. This is just a higher level way to do it. Why 12? Because it's important for children not to be left out or left behind when they're in school.
Oh, okay. Left behind when they are in school. Yeah.
When they are in school. Yep.
They are.
When they're in school. When they're in middle school. Okay. Do you think if peer pressure wasn't an issue, that age of 12 should be pushed back even later?
Yes. Yes, of course. Because I think it is much more. I think when they growing up, they will use media more often than they were than when they were young. And since I think that the face-to-face interaction with people is very important, and even more important than by use social media. So I think it is something that we should protect or have tried to provide enough source for them to just try to interact with people face to face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say change one little thing. Again, the way that you said it was perfectly fine. Most of these corrections are ways to make it higher level and better. It's not because you're making mistakes, it's because this is the next step. This is how you would rephrase it to get to the next higher stage.
Thank you.
So even I would probably say instead of comparing how important it is to read face to face compared to social media, make sure you say developing the ability to interact face to face is even more important than knowing how to use social media. That was kind of the thing that you were lacking. You said then social media, but you need to say what context do you mean by social media? Knowing how to use social media, being on social media, you need to be a little bit more specific there. And then of course,
Okay, got it.
yes, the things I said in the beginning were just higher level ways of saying what you said. The main thing was adding before social media something like how to use, so that you're comparing developing face-to-face skills with knowing how to use social media, because that's you're talking about a trade-off. If they spend more time being social, that means they may not know how to use social media in the future. If they spend more time on social media, they may have a stunted growth.
Got it.
Their interpersonal skills may be stunted. And again, the reason why I'm giving you these high-level words is because I know you can work with them. You're at a level where you can
We'll
start
try my
using them.
best. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
I see that
Yes.
Raghav has muted himself. Raghav, are you still there? Are you just listening? Are you lurking in the background?
What is he said Discord is disconnect.
Oh no. No, poor Raghav. Okay. Cheng,
Yeah.
you got your free
Okay.
one-on-one time. I hope you found it useful.
Yeah, very useful. Very thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going
I will try my
to
best.
put you
Yeah, of course.
back in with. I haven't talked to
Vantran?
ABCI yet, so I'm going to put you back in with
Yeah,
Vantran,
yeah.
and then I'm going to
Okay.
switch Vantran with ABCI after that. So I gave one-on-one time to everyone here. Okay?
Okay, got it. Thank you very much.
No problem. Hello, ABCI.
Hi.
Hi, I have stolen you.
Yay.
You are my partner now. So
Oh.
what I'm going to say
Oh.
is I'm going to ask you some part 3 questions and then give you some corrections as I hear they may be needed. Sound good?
Hey. Yes. Come on, go ahead.
I'm sorry, by the way, Raghav, that Discord disconnected. It said that you're still here. Oh, he's gone now. Okay. So, let's see. Do you think... All right, let me give you a really tough one.
Sounds mean.
Yes, I'm a very mean person. I'm a terribly mean teacher.
I guess it's just a payback for me. I'm mean too.
You got it. Okay. I don't know if this one is too difficult for you. That's okay. I can do an easier one. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. Do you think social media needs a screening committee?
Before I answer this question, can you like specify or explain to me what is screening committee?
Okay, so a screening committee would be a group of people who censor or make sure that all social media posts are clean. To make sure that there's not bad things on social media, or to kind of control what people can put on social media by deleting or removing things that aren't good.
I understand. So, in my opinion, social media definitely needs a screening committee.
Okay.
There are many reasons for this. Firstly, when the social media like it's become more and more popular, and there are more and more chances that people just lose their mind, and not only news and trusted and reliable sources of news are posted, but also the kind of bad and wait, I forgot the word. The bad and the bad guys just post news or information that they wanted the public to believe in, but which is not true. And for that reason, I definitely would say that the media needs a screening committee or a group of people to censor those information posted online.
Okay. Then who should organize these screening committees? Should it be the government? Should it be the companies that run the social media platforms? Should it be something completely independent?
Well, I think that well, it depends. Like if the and the no, I forgot what I say. Forgot what I just said. So I think that that screening committee should be the group of people or a leader that the company that runs the social media itself, like they train them, and then they would put a committee that is trusted and well trained to make sure that the online community is fresh and clean.
Okay. Don't you think that this will give these companies too much power to manipulate public opinion?
Yeah, I think in some cases, it might be. Well, that might happen, but other than that, I think that it is the best way, because not the government, for example, they are not always right, and you say about an independent group of people, then what if they do not know much about the thing? I mean, an outsider, they are independent, they're an outsider, maybe they would not know as much as the company who are so familiar to the public and the crisis like that. Yeah, so I think that the company itself must be the one that handle the problem themselves.
Okay. That was very coherent, good answers, well thought answers. Nice. I really don't have that many comments to add. Great job, ABCI. Okay. I'm going to put you back into the other room now, and probably steal Raghav because he was lonely and couldn't talk to anyone for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for coming. Those were, again, great answers. I would save more, but there isn't too much more to say. Okay. Yeah, that was really good. Hey, Raghav,
Hello.
you're back.
Yes, sir.
I'm so
Yes,
glad. I was
sir.
very worried.
Okay, sir. Sir, it is some technical glitches, or what we can say, problem here.
Okay, okay.
In my country, yeah, that's why Parmeet is also gone. That's why he disconnected.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hopefully she will come back too.
Okay, sir.
But are you ready for some one-on-one time?
Yeah, sir. Definitely,
Okay.
sir.
I'm gonna ask you. Did you listen to ABCI's answers?
No, sir, I was not able because I was partially on Discord and partially on YouTube when I disconnected.
That's
So I could
excellent.
not.
Because
But
then
only
I'm going
half
to
of
give you
half
this
of.
extremely difficult question that I gave her.
Okay, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you think social media needs a screening committee?
Yes, sir. Definitely, it needs a screening committee, as censor boards are very active in my country. As I can give you an example of my country, they should be some age limit, and age limit should be there for social media. As in my country, 18 under 18 kids, folks are always busy on social media,
Okay.
and there is a kind of puffing by people around, so they need a regulation. And as far as some fake news are concerned, like cyberbullying, you can say, and cyber crimes are there, so social media should be screened and censored.
Okay. And is it currently screened and censored in your country?
No, sir, it's not the screen, but as far as like can give you an example, like you can for instance in on Facebook, you can give feedback to the organizers or the what we can say the Facebook authority. So if you are having some problem, you can send your feedback, and you can be the problem can be solved.
Okay.
But,
So you
yeah.
said that there should be these censorship committees, and you gave some examples of the things that they should be censoring for. But this is a
Yes.
great responsibility, and it has a lot of power. Who should be in charge of organizing these screening committees? Should it be governments?
Def-
Should it be the platforms themselves? Should it be something completely independent?
Definitely, sir. First and the primary responsibility is of the government. As for example, sir, last month only, the government they banned everybody due to pandemic and some cyber crimes. Government of India, they just banned any of the general public to not use this social media platform for any purpose against the government. For instance, there were some kind of social media turmoil was there to provoke the general public, like anti-terrorism was there. So government of India took some action against. As instance, you cannot post against the prime minister of the country was one of them, which came to my mind.
Got it. Okay. There was one more question. Okay, so if these committees are enacted and they're run by the government, is it possible for these jobs to be manned entirely by humans?
Yes, sir, there can be, human touch is needed at least 10 to 20% if everything is AI automated also. Because as I was going through an article that by 2050 in 12 countries, human touch will be least, but still 5 to 10% engineers and all the professionals will be needed in these big committees or in tech-savvy area or professional areas.
Okay.
So definitely, yes.
Okay. In that case, who would
Yes.
be watching over these people who are getting access to everyone's personal information? Like, who will be watching these watchers?
Tough question because getting complex, but we need to have more manpower to look after these goons and these people who try to commit and these kind of felony or something on cybercrime, we can say. So government, there is an extra burden on government also and private sector also if there is extra manpower is needed.
Okay. Raghav, you gave very coherent, great answers here. There were a few times I couldn't tell if it was a grammatical problem or if it was a hesitation disfluency problem. I wrote down one example of it, and you can go back through the live stream so that you can listen to what you said and see why I typed what I typed specifically. But it was when you were using the word band, it seemed that you had some trouble with the collocation that comes after it. So what I've done is I wrote down what you should have said. And you can go back and listen to what you said. It might have been just a disfluency thing, which means, you were stumbling over your words trying to think of what to say. And if that was the problem, it lowers your fluency score, but it's okay. But I think it might have been because of a collocation problem, which was where you weren't sure what would come after band. What's the best word that would come after band? Yes, you're banned from using any social media platform in order to blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, this was just a minor thing. You were able to talk about a very complex, abstract topic very well. Yeah, nice. Okay, I'm going to throw you into the other room now. And I'm going to take Van Tran, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to give you guys something new to talk about. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
What they are talking about.
Hi, guys. Sorry to interrupt. So I know that you guys are probably tired of talking about part 3 questions, and you guys think that part 1 questions are beneath you. So I came up with some more, one more type of question that I want you guys to be discussing while I'm giving Van Tran her one-on-one time. Okay?
Yay!
Okay, so what I want you guys to do is, the next section says social media, chatting to come up with ideas for writing task 2. And what I want you guys to do is 2 things. I want you guys to choose one of these that you guys think is interesting. And what I want you guys to do, you don't need to write anything down. You don't need to write anything at all. But I want you guys to come up with the ideas that you would explain and talk about in your essay with each other. And then if you hear a partner or another classmate who has a really good idea, I want you to steal it. Stealing is okay. Okay. So yeah, that's what I want you guys to chat about. Practice your speaking to discuss these sensitive topics in writing task 2. Have fun, guys.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Van Tran.
Oh, hello.
Are you ready for your speaking part 3 stuff?
You are going to ask me?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yes, maybe.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a pretty tough one. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I know you're so mean.
Don't worry. I won't ask you the ridiculously tough one. I'm going to ask you the pretty tough one.
Yes.
how do you distinguish true information from false you see on social media? And this is not you specifically, this is you in general.
Think nowadays there are many false information that are posted everywhere in many social media platforms, and the ways that I used to knowledge the false one is that I often listen to the news, the authentic news that provide me with the right information, and then I just check with that.
Okay. All right. I want to help you with this answer before we go to the next question, okay?
Yes.
Okay. So there weren't too many grammar or vocab problems, Van Tran. Your problem was more with how you structured your answer. The way that you structured your answer was you set up the context, and then you talked about what you specifically did to deal with this problem. I want you to remember two things. Number one, always directly answer the question first, and then give supporting details. Just as an example, the question said, where was it? The question said, oh no. Okay, here we go. Oh, did I close it? Okay, speaking. Nope. Sorry. The question was, how do you distinguish true information from false you see on social media? There are many things that you can do. First, you can blah, 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 blah. Second, you can blah, 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 blah. Do you see what I did there, Van Tran?
Yes, I understand.
Yes. In English, we're very direct, and so always answer it directly first. Second was that you answered it talking about your situation. You said, I often listen to authentic news that provides me with information. And you can use personal examples in part 3, but they always have to be supporting details. They can't be an answer. So,
oh yeah.
So the way that I would say this is, one thing that people can do is make sure they get their news from reputable, I'm giving you some high-level vocab here, sites like scientific journals or non-profit news organizations like PBS. Okay, so these are the two things that I want you to work on. So I'm going to ask you a follow-up question now. Okay? Do you think most people are able to tell true information from false information?
Pardon me?
Do you think most people can distinguish true information from false information?
Oh,
on social media?
Definitely, I think it is no, because maybe some of these people don't have the the right knowledge to deal with the false information, because they can realize that the news and the false information that they are seeing are the same, so that they can share it with their friends or something like someone like that, and because they do not, they don't, uh, don't be equipped the with the social knowledge to,
Okay. Why do you think there's so much false information on social media?
Because because many people use it for many personal purposes, like they want to spread the false news, or they want to manipulate people to follow them, and
Okay.
that is what I think.
Do you think that this has always been the case and social media has just made it easier?
Oh yes, of course. Because with the assistance of social media, people can convey their ideas or their opinion throughout the world that everybody can see it. So I think social media is really fast and easy to access. So that is the reason why.
Okay. All right. You were doing really well until the last one because it was a really tricky question, but you didn't quite answer it with your answer. So I'll say the question one more time. And again, you can go back and listen to this again because I typed my notes so you can listen to yourself and then see what I'm typing after the live stream is over. But the question was, do you think this has always been the case and has only gotten worse with social media? The answer should be yes, it has always been this way, but social media has only made it worse. Or no, I don't think it has always been this way. I think it happened because of social media. And then, of course, you would say why you have this belief as your supporting details. Yes, but the other answers you had were really good. That's why I asked you such a hard one at the end. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
No problem, Van Tran.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, I'm going to put you back into the other group.
Yes, goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah. sure. What are the causes of that?
Okay.
Yeah,
is
give
here.
me some calls.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. It
Yes,
sounds
sir.
like you guys are having a good time.
Yes, sir,
It
definitely.
is
Yeah.
so productive.
Nice. And I want you guys to remember something. Both you guys who
Yes.
are here now, and then all 4 people who are watching at home, and anyone who watches after this live stream. I know that some of you guys are awesome and do that. You guys can come back to this Discord at any point. This is open 24/7. So like if you guys really want to
And 7 days a week, sir. So
yes,
7 days a week we
you
can
got
use.
it.
Okay, sir.
Now,
Okay.
me and Phil will
Okay.
not always be here, but you guys can always
Okay, sir.
organize yourselves and say, "Hey,
Okay.
are you guys free on Tuesday at this time?" That kind of thing. Yeah, I hope you guys do that because you guys are seeing how productive it is to be with other people studying for the IELTS exam. Yeah,
Yes, sir,
friendship
definitely.
power.
Yeah.
So we're nearing the end of the stream. And what we're going to do now, like I said to each of you guys as I was giving you guys your feedback, you guys can always go back and listen to your answers again and see what I was writing down to see what I was thinking and what mistakes you were making. But now, are there any questions that you would like me to give a high-level answer for? If you guys were confident in your own answers, that's fine. But if there were any questions that were really tough for you in part 1 or part 3 or even in writing task 2, just let me know and I'll give you some high-level answers that I would say.
Maybe I want to ask you the part 3 questions.
Yeah.
Speaking part 3. The first one, that why has social media gotten so popular? Just this one.
Okay.
Could you give us?
So, I think that there are a couple reasons social media has gotten so popular. First of all, I think it's because people love gossip, and social media is the best place to get gossip and to gossip with other people. And because humans love gossip so much, it was just the perfect technology for us. Second, I think it's because people are often very competitive and they really care about their image. They're very vain. And so because of that, they love using social media as a way to show the world how great they are. You know, they have these great pictures of their vacation or of the food that they eat on Instagram, or their thoughts and ideas on Reddit or Quora. And you know, they get a lot of praise, they get likes, and that's very addictive to people. People love it when they get likes, just like us. Just a reminder, for anyone watching, please remember to like the video if you find this useful. Yeah. So that's my answer.
Thank you very much.
Was it similar to your answer?
I just thinking this question is too big, and I'm just hard to know how to start to answer this kind of question.
I gotcha.
So you just show me, yeah.
Okay. And just for anyone who's watching, you guys, because this is a YouTube video, I know I use some high-level vocab and grammar. You guys can always go back and listen again to try to make sure you catch all the words and everything that I said. Okay. Any more, guys? And this could also be from chat because we're up to 6 people now. There's more of them.
Can you use iconic instead of famous?
Yes, hello.
Sorry, we'll go with Van Tran first. Van Tran, sorry, can you say that a little bit louder?
Yes. Can I use iconic instead of famous or popular?
Iconic instead of popular.
Instead of famous, yeah.
They are not exact definitions because iconic is usually something that's older, classic. Iconic means popular and classic, like one of a kind. Famous and popular just means that a lot of people know about it.
Oh, yeah, I understand it.
Yes, so you can't always replace them. Good question. Just to give you one more piece of vocab, infamous is a really nice, useful word, which is famous but for bad reasons. Same with notorious. Notorious and infamous are very fun words to use.
Can you write it down?
Sure. I can do that. Let me add it to the very top of the document so that everyone can have access to it. Okay, so this will be Michael's answers and Q and A stuff. Okay. So infamous and notorious.
I have one question.
Yeah, of
So
course.
they are synonyms for
famous.
each other. Are they synonymous?
Terrorist.
They are pretty synonymous. They have very close to the same meaning. Notorious is a little bit stronger than infamous.
Okay.
And I think they can't always be used in the same sentence frames. He's infamous for the murder of Teacher Michael. He's notorious. Okay, yeah.
Ooh. That's cool. Who is it? Who is it? I want to know.
Sir, how to
Is it me?
find for hello?
I'll put the whole I'll put the whole sentence down. Please don't get any ideas, any watchers. I don't want any stalkers. Okay.
Sir, we are having very few speaking videos on our channel. Hello.
Yes, the fewer the better here, right? Notorious. Yeah, there is a little bit of a difference between notorious and infamous. Notorious for his terribly
Mischievous.
smelly farts. Okay, so notorious means that you're famous for it again and again. like you're known for doing it many times and it's a bad thing. So he's notorious for cheating. Or he's, and infamous just means you're famous for a negative thing. So he did not murder me many, many times. He murdered me once, and now he's infamous. Everyone knows him from now on. Notorious means that it's everybody knows this habit about you. It's something that you do again and again, and everyone knows about it.
The kind of recidivism.
Phil will tell you that it's good that you guys don't know me in person because this is true. Okay. Any more questions about vocab or any of these questions or anything else?
Sir, collocations and idioms.
Are you asking what's the difference between them, or are you asking for examples?
No, sir. We are not able to. I'm not able to use idioms, idiomatic language, or long sentences. Ideas, words are in my mind, but writing, and I'm not able to use in daily life also.
Ah, yes. That's because you're stuck in that trap where most people who are learning a language don't know this, but everyone has two vocabularies. You have your receptive vocabulary and your productive vocabulary. Your receptive vocabulary is always bigger. It's the words that you can recognize on sight or when you hear them, but you don't necessarily know how to use them. That's your productive vocabulary, the words you can use. So I did give you a few already for idiomatic expressions. So he grew up under a rock.
Okay.
And you're just asking for some examples, right?
Yes.
Some that you can learn? Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There any websites or like this we can search?
So he grew up under a rock. Oh my goodness, so annoying. Give me 16 font. Okay. Here we go. I swear, Google Docs just wants to annoy me. He grew up under a rock, but there's another one. He lives under a rock. And the difference here is if he grew up under a rock, that means that it was in the past. If he lives under a rock, that means he's still ignorant of things. Let me think of some more. The weird thing about idioms, at least for a lot of native speakers, is that like if you point one out to us, we'll be like, yeah, but when you put us on the spot and like, hey, come up with some, we're like, oh, let me see. Let me think of other ways to say check my phone every 5 minutes. I check my phone every 5 minutes. I can't put my phone down. What happened? Okay. I can't put my phone down. He's always on his phone. He never stops talking. He talks like a motorboat. No, he runs his mouth like a motorboat. There we go.
Wait, we cannot say shut up in IELTS speaking exam, right?
I mean,
Can we?
you shouldn't. It's a test, so you shouldn't use too much bad language. If you do use bad language,
Can we cram these idioms?
oh, you want me to explain what they mean?
No, sir. Should we cram these idioms?
Ah, you mean like cram them into your speaking?
Speaking, yeah, yes, sir.
So this is where it gets really annoying, right? Because it's really unnatural if you just try to use idioms in the test to use the idiom. Like,
Okay, sir.
the best thing that you can do is study these idioms and then try to use them in natural conversation so that when you take the test, you just use them.
Okay, sir.
Yes, that's kind of the advice that me and Phil are always telling people is you're basically, the IELTS exam is a test of your English ability, and what you're really trying to do is just raise your English ability to that point where it needs to be. So it's best if you just naturally, if you study them, use them in speaking until they become natural. That's the best case scenario. If you don't have time, just make sure you use them appropriately. The worst thing you can do is try to use these idioms, but you use them in the wrong situations or the wrong contexts. Yeah. So be careful of that. That's the only thing to be careful of.
Okay, sir.
Okay. If you guys can think of any more idioms, feel free, or if you find them in your TV shows or in your writings, maybe we'll have a section of the speaking class at the end or in the beginning or in the middle where like you guys share the idioms that you found, and then I'll give you some situations in which to use them. I think that will be a bit more productive here, because right now I'm just giving you idioms off the top of my head, but if you guys can find some from the TV shows that you're watching, that's best. Write it down, tell me about it next time, and I'll give you some more situations when you can use it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have homework. Oh no.
Yay.
Okay.
I know that.
Sir, where to search for idioms?
So you'll find them in your TV shows. So you said that you're watching a TV show right now, right?
Yeah, sir. Movies, sir. I'm not shows. Shows I'm not having access
So
to.
movies and TV
Yes.
shows are great places to.
Yes.
Sorry, I just saw Cheng's sentence, and I'm going to put it in the idiom place because it's fantastic. This is an example of a good idiom being used. So he couldn't check it. He couldn't check his phone. If he couldn't check his phone every 5 minutes, he would feel like a fish out of water. This is using it appropriately in the right context. Nice. Good one, Cheng. Okay, so yeah, when you're watching your movies or your TV shows, preferably you guys are doing the 4 steps, which means that you watch each episode or each part 2 times. There will be words that there will be phrases that sound really weird to you, where you wouldn't be able to guess it if you didn't have the translation. Those are idioms. So write those down and then bring it to me, and I'll let you know how to use them. So your TV shows and also books. Books, newspapers, articles.
Okay.
The more English you put into your life, the better it will be. Yes. And we have a bunch of TV shows that we've already have on our recommended list. Just like Phil said yesterday, if you guys watch that, the shorter things are better because you can watch them multiple times a lot easier. And sitcoms are a great way to get
ऐसे तो नहीं
idioms.
हो सकती.
Say again?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, and I thought of another sitcom. So there was Friends, Seinfeld, How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory, Community. Did I already say Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I had a dream about this. I was like, there was another sitcom that I used to watch that I was going to tell you guys about, but I have forgotten it. Okay. Any more questions,
I
guys?
see people recommend Modern Family.
Modern Family, that's a great one.
Yes.
Arrested Development. Arrested Development, I never watched, but a lot of people love. They say it's one of the funniest shows ever.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a great place to start if you're looking for a fun sitcom. Thanks. That was great, ABCI. Any more recommendations from anybody? No? Okay.
Elementary
Say again.
TV show. Elementary. the TV show.
Elementary.
Elementary.
Yes, the American
And
version of
Sherlock.
Sherlock. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I watched the first 2 seasons. It was great.
I finished all season.
Did you binge watch it, Cheng?
Yeah.
You
Watch
couldn't
it.
stop.
Yeah, I couldn't stop. I want to know how to say that. How to say that? I couldn't stop. Think watching. Can I
Say one
that?
more time.
Think.
Yes,
Think.
I
think.
binge
I
watched
think
it.
watching. Oh, okay. I think watching it.
I couldn't put it down. I couldn't stop
And
watching.
talking about films, Chang is like so energetic and enthusiastic.
That's because they're
Even-
great.
Try. You could try.
Yes.
Yeah. I finished lots of long-term seasons.
I
a lot of
was
TV shows.
I was the same way.
The longest one is the SVU, the Law and Order.
Oh man, that's a crime
20 years?
procedural.
Yeah, 20 years old.
कोई नहीं बाद में कर लेगा मेरी क्लास में अभी रहने दो उसको ही
Yeah. Sorry? Are you on the phone with someone, Raghav? Or was that for us?
no sir sorry some interruptions yeah
No,
Sorry.
it's fine. Yes.
no, sorry
Okay. No, by the way, Cheng came up with another great one for you to steal. I binge watched it. I couldn't put it down. I couldn't stop watching it. Yes. Yeah. Binge watched. This is a nice one. I binged it.
binge
Oh, here's another useful word. No spoilers, please.
Yes, I hate spoilers. Oh my god.
Yeah, I hate spoilers.
Why?
Perfect. And my sister spoiled the book for me. She told me
shit.
how the good guy died.
Died. Oh my god.
the oil's the
So bad. So mean. Who's your sister?
Her name is Emily. You can go tell her she's mean. She's also cooler than me. Ugh, unbelievable.
Even meaner.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. It was a lot of fun chatting with you guys. I hope you guys meet up during the week. I will be here
Yes, sir.
Wednesday at some point. Let's say probably at the normal time when we have live streams. So that would be 8 p.m. Taipei time. Just to jump on
Sir.
Discord and talk about TV shows some more. So it won't be a live stream. It will just be on Discord. So if you guys want to stop by and just say hi, I'll be there for probably about 10-20 minutes. Yeah, you guys were awesome. Thanks for coming. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday, hopefully.
Okay.
okay.
All right. You guys can stay and keep chatting in Discord if you want. But this is the end of the live stream. Thanks for coming. Thanks everybody who watched. Don't forget to hit that like button if you liked it. And I will see you guys later. Peace, guys.
Okay, thank
Thank you sir thank you very much